Hi, this is Brian Oliva at Getsemani Music. Today, Moog announced that they've released firmware revision 1.3.0, and we wanted to take a quick look to see what they're looking at. So we've downloaded it and installed it, and basically I'm going to take you down to what's supposed to be in it. Okay, so the very first thing, new features. It's saying that you can now upgrade the firmware using a USB-A flash drive. Unfortunately, I can't find any way to do that. There's nothing else in this documentation that references it. When you get down to the section that tells you how to upgrade the firmware, it's still doing it the way it always has, connecting it with a USB-B directly to your computer and then copying the files in as if it were an extended hard drive. So hopefully we'll hear more about that, but although it says it's here, I can't prove it. I can't find any way to do it. I've tried plugging the flash drive in and turning it on both normally and in disk mode, and of course there's nothing else it does. It just sits there. So more to come on that, hopefully. As far as improvements, significant system-wide optimization to reduce latency, diffusion delay audio fidelity improvements, optimized mod map, both function destinations, significantly improving system latency for patches that use both. Improvements to slew function when function destination is set to both, and improvements to CMPRTR, max clip, min clip, SYM clip functions when function destination is set to control or both, or when either source or control are bipolar. I have not tried to test that to see if it does anything different. I don't normally get into that level of detail when I'm using it, so I'm going to take their word for it on that one. And hopefully, if you find anything that disagrees with that, let me know, and we can add an addendum, or just let me know in the comments what you're finding when you use it. As far as bug fixes, that's the part I was most interested in. And the first one is key for me. It's fixes to velocity, ensuring more consistent velocity response and no more zero velocity initial key presses from the local keyboard. If you've seen some of my earlier videos where I thought maybe my Muse was broken, that was the one thing that was triggering it more than anything. If I'm trying to play, particularly in some of the bass patches, sometimes you'd hit a note and nothing would happen. So I have tested that out a little bit, and it is much better. So that's a great improvement. They're also saying that they fixed a bug where unison mode produces extreme detuning when triggering voices for the first time on a timbre. I did not experience that previously, but I've seen in a lot of the comments in our Muse group on Facebook that tuning has been a pretty big issue for a lot of people. So hopefully that improves that portion of it at least. And finally, fixing a bug where learning chord notes when stack was enabled would result in duplicate notes being added. Again, I don't use that too much, but that sounds like something that would be good. What's still missing that I'm really looking for is the finalization of CV for use in clocking. If you saw my other videos, right now there's no way to stop or start a sequencer, an arpeggio, using just the CV input jack. It seems to work okay when you use USB with a DAW, but there's certain elements of the CV clocking for input that have not yet been implemented, and that's still missing. So hopefully in the very next one, they'll get around to that, because that's the one that keeps me from using it in everyday use. I'm not set up for USB clocking at all. I do everything through CV input between my matriarch and my grandmother and DFAM, and even with my Arturia drum brute, but right now the Muse won't respond to those, so I can't run it into the chain of my normal workflow yet. Anyway, so hopefully those improvements will be forthcoming, and in the meantime, for those having tuning issues, make sure you do run the full tuning and compensation routine that's built in, the long one. But please make sure you follow the instructions and do that first thing in the morning when you first turn it on for the first time, before it has a chance to start warming up, because it depends a lot on room temperature, and if it's already started heating up, that'll distort the results, and the results won't be pretty if you've waited too long. So that's all I've got for today. Hopefully you'll have good luck with your Muse, and it's definitely getting better, but we're still not quite there yet. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. We've made it over 1,000. I appreciate it. Take care, and we'll catch you up for the next one.